first your thoughts on that final drive and what explanations you get that it was not a fumble?
I just watched it on tape, I know what I saw, and, referees are going to make their calls, and I guess by law, we're not supposed to make comments on that, so the ball was ruled out, and that's what we have, we have a turnover on that. Like, you look at the way the game went and how we have played, how we have won football games, we haven't turned the ball over. We've been good with ball security and particularly, fumbles, more forcing fumbles than giving up fumbles. And I think that, and obviously penalties, played a big role in us not coming out with a victory today.
I can take by your admission, your lack of saying anything, though, that you didn't happen to agree with the call on the field.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, from as far as you guys have come this year, and for the regular season to end this way, I mean, it's kind of a jarring feeling, I'd imagine.
Well, as the season went on, our goals got higher and higher and higher. And we're always going to be like that. We knew that in our last 3 games we had to win 2 out of 3 to beat the Sun Belt Conference champions. And we did that, and we felt that today could have been an exclamation point on it. We played hard. We played with real good effort. We executed well at times. And other times we didn't, and we came 1 point short. So I think we've had a great season. Obviously a historic season. And every time you do, you want more. And when we didn't get more today, obviously, it hurts. It's disappointing, but it also at the same time, looking at the big picture and what has been done, it's a tremendous accomplishment, and hats off to our players downstairs for doing so. And now we're prepared as conference champions to go to a bowl game. But would we like the victory today? Absolutely. There's no fun in walking away from your building with a loss,
After taking the lead late in the fourth quarter, whose decision was it to actually go and kick the extra point?
With 10 points, I went for 1 point.
Was there any second guessing after?
With 10 points in the ball game, no, we're going to kick 1 point. It makes it a 6-point ball game. That means that they're going to have to score a touchdown and a point to win, which we're going to get the ball back 2 or 3 more times. If it's a little bit less time than that, then you start thinking about going for 2 points.
With 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, the 10 minutes, that's the idea. There was that much time left.
You figure with a couple more possessions, make it hard on them. They were driving the ball okay, but you certainly don't want to make it where if you miss and all of a sudden 2 field goals could beat you. That's a thought. And that's just, I believe, common football.
Do you have any idea where you're headed? I mean, bowl-wise?
No idea. No idea. Don't know how that works. I originally thought those bowl pictures are a little bit more simple than what they are, for the Sun Belt Conference. But as in the last couple weeks, we found it a little bit more complex. We tried not to focus on it. We wanted to strictly focus on football and on playing the game. So we'll find out. Hopefully tonight or tomorrow at some point in time.
I mean, there's a distinct possibility you guys could be sent to the Sun Belt's 3rd choice of a bowl at Detroit. Would that be a sign of disrespect for this program for what you've accomplished?
The bottom line at the end of the day, as bad as this thing is right now of not winning this ball game, the bottom line is we accomplished the major goal of being the Sun Belt Conference champions, and that to me, I think, carries the most respect of any team in the conference. I think that goes without saying.
How's Wesley Carroll?
Well, Wesley Carroll got shaken up pretty good. He's got a good cut over his nose and a cut inside his mouth, and he's spitting up a little bit of blood. And was pretty dizzy, he was pretty dazed, but gathered himself up a little bit. And, he was pretty close to being able to go back and do some things. I know he felt like he could, and we're trying to see if we can get him back and ready so he could go in there and do something.
So he wasn't concussed then?
He was not evaluated to have a concussion. If he would have, then we would have pulled him. Doctors looked at him, evaluated and tested him as they do, with obviously with their medical and other capabilities, and decided that he was not.
He was not, okay. Just the nature of this game. You said last week about how this team gave you a heart attack, and I guess tonight it went the wrong way. Do you think it shouldn't have been that close at the end?
I'm sorry.
Do you think it shouldn't have been, because you had your chances in the first half?
I think with a team like that, when you play a team as skilled as Middle Tennessee, I think with every game in the Sun Belt Conference, they're going to be tight. They're going to be tight all the time. We have responded well to adversity in the previous games, and I think really the only difference in this game is we turned the ball over. We turned the ball over at the midfield after a big run. We turned it over deep in Middle Tennessee territory after a completion for a first down. Things that we just have not done, and ultimately that was a deciding factor in the game.
You guys were up when you went up 6. They had that out route that Bertiel jumped. Do you want him to be that aggressive, or in retrospect, would you rather him just make that tackle?
Well, he's got to read his keys, and I think Junior tried to make a play. If you can't make the play, and of course it is a discretionary call right there. Player has to decide whether to make the safe tackle or make a play on the football. You prefer right there to make a tackle and put the ball on the ground and let the play another down. He obviously felt he can go get it. Junior's been doing some real good things for us. You know, so, but we didn't come up with a play there.
I don't know whether you had time to see it or not, the fourth down call that they made, have you seen that play before?
Yeah, we had bottled up pretty good, but he bounced it, you know. Talking about which one, I'm sorry?
No, I'm talking about on their touchdown,
Oh, the touchdown, right.
drive, the pass over.
It's a good play by him. We do have eyes for him. You know, we did lose our eyes, or particular play that we have assigned to him was we lost our assignment on that play. Absolutely, we got caught with wandering eyes, and they threw him the ball and found a way to get down a big play for them. Real good play for them.
That fourth down play, I mean, you seem to have him contained, and boom, boom, he makes a play.
The scramble there at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it bottled up pretty good. He just made a tremendous athletic play. He really did, because we bottled up both A, both B, and both C gaps, and he just found a way to put a foot in the ground, bounce outside, you know, be contained, and make a big run for them.
I mean, I asked you before, and I guess I'll ask you then. Would you feel a little disappointed if this team was overlooked by some of these bowls in the next 12 hours?
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, we won the conference, you know. I mean, I want to make it real clear, and I would like to win every single football game. And I know these guys are the exact same way, without a doubt, without any doubt. So that's why it hurts, and that's why I want it. Honestly, the pride's got to be enough in each and every individual where every game has got to hurt if we don't come out on top. But again, the bottom line is we did win the Sun Belt Conference, okay, which means that we do deserve the utmost respect as conference champions, and be, you know, of course, considered by every bowl that has a tie to our conference.
Coach, talk a little bit about Perry and kind of like what he brings to your short yardage running game.
Well, he's done a lot of things. On today's touchdown run, things were pretty bottled up, and we had an issue with the tight end box, which kind of ate up the puller, you know, on Power Row. And Derek still found a way to put a foot in the ground, get outside of both the guard, the tight end, the C-gap plugger, and then, of course, beat the safety, you know, into the end zone. So he's been extremely effective. He's tough. He's explosive. He's got a great sense, you know, for all that. And that stuff happens real fast up front with those big bodies. He's got a great knack for finding those sticks.
You kind of, you feel for everyone, but T.Y., what he's meant for this team this year, and for it to come down to that play, I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking a little bit.
Great players are always trying to make plays, you know, and I know he was trying to make a play there, you know. The referees called what they saw, and, you know, that's that.
Anything else?
Mario, es 51 en español about the game and the bowl games.
Sí, bueno, jugamos un juego muy duro. Hoy no ganamos y nosotros siempre queremos ganar todos los juegos, pero a la misma vez, por lo menos hemos hecho bastante este año y ganar por ser somos los campeones de nuestra conferencia y ahora vamos a un bowl game. Vamos a estar muy excitados. Hoy no estamos muy contentos porque perdimos el juego y eso es natural, pero a la misma vez la meta de ser los campeones de la conferencia la hemos llegado y ahora nos vamos a preparar para el bowl game.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, guys.